Hi, this is Thundy from Booredatwork.com and Bowman from BW1.com, and welcome to our 100th episode of YouTube videos from Booredatwork.com. And today we're going to be talking about the iPad and 10 reasons why it's not a netbook.
iPad.
Well, you know, we've all heard the announcement, we've seen the iPad, we've talked about it. You can see there in the backdrop, Apple's new tablet device. A lot of people are saying this is Apple's netbook entry into the market. You know, they already have MacBooks and MacBook Pros and things like that, but they say this will kill netbooks. Now, you know, there were 10 reasons that, you know, we came up with that said it's just not the case. It's not a netbook, you know, so I'm just going to go run through the list, and, you know, you guys can add yours anytime you feel like. Just, you know the whole procedure, you know the whole game. So, first thing first, it doesn't have a webcam.
Fail. I'm just gonna say it. Fail.
No webcam.
I fail. Sorry. That's just. I might not even use a webcam on my laptop, but if it didn't have it on there, I wouldn't buy the damn thing.
Not even that. It doesn't have a camera. I mean, this is device supposed to be very mobile. You have it around.
Mobile and media centric and doesn't have a camera.
So there's no recording of any kind.
Oh, they figure they can pull it with the iPod. They can pull it with this because all they, like I said, they just take the iPod and they spread the talk.
Okay. All right. That's no webcam. Just cancel that.
Yeah.
Second, it is running iPhone OS 3.2. So which means, as far as I'm concerned, it is not fresh.
No, it's not. Especially with the background that they chose for this. I can't believe they chose that. That is the worst background I've ever seen in my life. Like, that's like a Windows XP background. Like, that just looked horrible. But besides the fact, I kind of argued against this point where he kind of said.
I remember.
He was when you see another video where he kind of said it's running iPhone. It's you know, that's a bad idea. I think that is a smart business decision by them. I don't think that's a bad idea. I wish she kind of came with a different skin with it, but I understand why they didn't. It does make sense for the fact that they don't want to alienate the current iPhone, iPod developers. You don't want to alienate them. You don't want to pull a Windows Mobile 7 thing. We don't know if that's happening or not, but it's happening.
But true. It still has nothing new to it.
No, nothing.
I mean, I'm not saying you should go away from the iPhone OS.
Well, it still has some new built-in apps. I mean, you have different looks of like.
But those
app stores and stuff like that.
Mind you, those
do
are
look
apps,
different.
You know,
the built-in basic stuff does look different, but overall, there's visual spec changes, but nothing major or it was very underwhelming.
Yeah. Next, no Flash 10.1. Wow.
Fail.
None at all. I mean, almost everything now has Flash. I mean, Android's getting Flash.
What are they gonna do when HTML5 comes around? What are they gonna do?
I don't know. I'm
really, hoping the browser supports HTML5. I'm assuming it does.
I really don't know, but it just sets a very bad tone. I mean, is this a bridge device? We don't know, but there's no Flash in there. So okay, anyway, just move on from that. I'm not sure if you can transfer your ebooks.
Ooh, that is a very good one. I didn't even think about that.
I'm not sure if you can transfer your ebooks in, or you can actually use Google, free books from Google Books.
If you already bought books, let's say you have a Kindle or a Nook or a Sony e-reader, and you bought those books, can you transfer those books you already purchased over to the new platform? And which either means they're trying to either figure out how to do it, or figuring out if they want to do it,
or just not doing it at all.
And I just hope it just goes, never happened. That's what they're hoping.
Yes, so with that, of course,
locked into it, so.
No multitasking.
Are you surprised by that?
You would think.
No.
You would think a 1 gigahertz processor chip.
A 200 megahertz processor chip can do multitasking.
I know. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They added more processing power into this bad boy.
I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt. That's an SDK. That's a software thing.
I know it is.
And unfortunately, you're gonna have to change that philosophy. The reason that they're not doing that is because they probably looked at the Palm OS and are doing the opposite of what they did, because the Palm OS never closed out apps. That's why in Windows Mobile they never closed out apps. They kind of explained that because Palm OS was the first one to make it big in sort of the mobile OS market, and a lot of these ideas and philosophies a lot of people do are based off of the original Palm OS, or not based off of, but the ideas and philosophies and references are from that. And that's why it's not gonna do multitasking anytime soon until the iPhone HD probably shows up.
Probably. Price point. Now, if you think about netbooks, remember we were going through this whole list.
I think it's a confusing price point.
It's a very confusing price point. If you think
I think
about,
they're gonna go into the store and be looking around like, I don't know what to get.
I'll give you a quote of a good friend of mine who owns an iPhone. He loves his Apple products, and I said, "You get an iPad." He says, "I'd rather get 2 netbooks."
And for the price, yeah.
Simply for the price at $549 for the lowest price.
I thought it was $4.99.
Oh, so $499. I apologize. That's the one with 3G, man. Yeah.
And some people are applauding that. Oh yeah, that's a great price. It was way below what everybody was expecting about it. Well, actually, if you think about what this device kind of does, it still is kind of overpriced.
I mean, exactly, and it doesn't do.
You have phones that are subsidized that do the same thing
and more.
Yeah.
It's a tablet and a $230 netbook. Sorry, can do much more and has more storage. Weighs slightly more if you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, 1.5 pounds. I think it was
to 2.
To 2.
Okay, big deal.
And some people
right? Yes, exactly.
Well, your phone does all that and it weighs about 3 ounces.
Yes,
but
does all that and more, and it still costs so much less. So I'm just trying to fathom how it's supposed to kill that market for a netbook. To me, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't at all. I mean, it's one of those things where it's a big opportunity where you have. I think personally, I don't know what you guys think, but I think it opens a window for Microsoft and probably Google also to come in. Microsoft, we know the courier is out there. I mean, I had an article down in, I think it was September, that said I think Microsoft has the right approach with the tablets. And I think that whole dual notion, because you know what, they were smart enough to look at the DS.
Yeah.
2 screens is better than 1, actually.
Yeah. And the American market, double is bigger, always bigger is better, and double is, if I can have 2, it's great.
2 screens is better than 1, and I think that's the approach, and Apple has gifted them this opportunity because the device on so many levels, you said we run through, price, webcam, even just the software interface, the price of ebooks.
I mean, we're knocking a lot of things about it, but don't get us wrong, it is still a good.
It is a good device, but what it's. I think the claim and what it is are 2 different things.
I think what's happening here is that in all the videos that we've done, my videos and your videos that we've done on, that it's been more of the disappointment and the underwhelming feeling of we're expecting more when we probably shouldn't have been expecting more.
So what also doesn't help is when Apple says, "Come see our latest magical creation." I'm just saying, on top of all that hype, it kind of takes over. But like I said, the disappointment there, and I think this creates that window, because if I were Google, and yes, I have Chrome OS, which I would prefer them just using Android. But even that, still, you could actually come up with a device that actually has some practicality. And even in the sense, you think about Chrome OS compared to this. At least the whole fact that it's a browser-based OS is totally different. And gives the user a very distinct look to say, look, you really want to be on the internet because that is what you do most of the time, we're giving you that.
That's true.
And then you can do other things with it. Or with the courier, where the courier has a very unique look. The 2 screens give you like we talked about the entourage also. Gives you that ability to do multiple projects at the same time.
Multitasking.
Exactly. But almost you could say real multitasking, because you actually have 2 different things you're doing at the same time, in 2 different spaces. And also to me it looks like something that can go in the business world, because it folds in the very stylish, leather bound case, or something artists or PR people would use, or even in schools. I mean, it depends on how you place it. So, I mean, the iPad is what it is, hopefully we'll see how it turns out in the next months and weeks. I think it's 60 days.
Yeah.
And 60 days for the Wi-Fi.
And 90 days for the 3G. That might be the other way around, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, so, well, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the 100th video. I mean, if you're an Apple fan, we're not trying to diss your product. We're just stating things that are kind of obvious. As it is, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know what you think. Leave your comments. Let us know if you have any things to add to it, if it actually beats a netbook or doesn't beat a netbook or what have you. You know, don't forget again to subscribe to our YouTube pages. You can subscribe to mine, it's Booredatwork.com, and subscribe to Bowman's is BW1.com, BW1.com. That's his YouTube page. Or just hit the yellow button. It's very easy. And also subscribe to our Twitter pages, Booredatwork, and subscribe to his BW1. And always, you know, just don't forget, always enjoy your entertainment.
Congratulations on your 100th video.
Thanks.
And live your tech world in high definition.